Welcome to Math 165, Elementary Statistics. I'm Professor Jonathan Meshes. I'll be your instructor for this semester. This semester you're going to be fully online, so what I'd like to do is walk you through what the class looks like a little bit, how you'll be interacting with things, and what to expect. So here's our Blackboard shell, and you can find the basic information for the course under the syllabus and schedule. If you take a look at the syllabus, some of the things that I'd like to point out on the syllabus that are of note are my office hours. You'll be able to join my office hours on WebEx, and I'll show you in a moment a way to automatically link to that on Blackboard. The times that are given here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, are times that I'm definitely available. However, I can also be available outside of those times if you just coordinate with me ahead of time. So if you want to meet with me and early afternoon doesn't work with you and Monday later doesn't work with you, then just send me an email and we'll find another time that we'll arrange that we can meet online and make sure we get your questions answered. Coming back to Blackboard, we can see course materials. Under course materials, we have textbook. Here's a link for the entire textbook as a PDF. You don't need to buy the textbook. The entire textbook is available for free. This is not a protected PDF. There's no passwords or lock and key. It's a regular PDF, so you can download it or review it online at your leisure. We also have formula sheets. We'll discuss those more when we get closer to an exam. We also have links for the library, the academic calendar, tutoring center. Here's under faculty information is a very quick snippet about the information about me, phone number, email, link to meet online, and my office hours. Under learning modules is where you're going to find the business end of the course. This is where we're going to actually get stuff done. The course is asynchronous, so you're welcome to work ahead as much as you like, but we're going to divide things into weeks and there will be due dates. So starting in week 1, we can see that for each section we're going to have a homework guide. There are 2 different formats, a Word document and PDF. They're both the same. And what we have is a homework guide. And the idea behind going through this course is you use this as a lecture guide. As you fill this out, this will become your lecture notes. So you can either write on this in a tablet or print it out or however you like to fill this out. But these are your lecture notes, and you're going to need to do you're going to need to fill these out as you go through the course. So this is a blank lecture note. And then what you can do is click on the videos. It'll bring us to YouTube, and this will give us a playlist for each section. The sections are subdivided into little snippets, so each section is a playlist consisting of a lot of short videos. You can see that within each video, you'll get a piece of your lecture guide where there might be examples or definitions, things are worked out for you, and this is the information that you use to fill in your lecture guides. After you've finished filling in your lecture guides and watching the videos, then you start the homework. Simply click on the link. It should bring you to the homework. It tells you how many points are possible, and then if you've already finished some of the problems, it'll tell you how far along you are. When going through the homework, a couple of things that I want you to note. First of all, let's suppose that you try a problem and you get the problem wrong. That gives you another option to try the problem. So maybe I'll answer B for everything. This is matching, so they're certainly not all the same. And after a few tries, the option to submit goes away. That means that I've tried as many guesses as I'm allowed. That doesn't mean that I'm stuck and don't ever get to get points for this problem. What that means is that I can't just keep guessing checking. I need to actually understand what's going on. So if this happens, if you don't understand what's going on, then a good idea is to maybe re-watch the video or watch the video question help for this question. Or email your instructor, me. But then you can go back and redo this question by hitting Get a Similar Question, and it will reload the question for you and you can try again. Another option that you have for help when you're working on a question is the message instructor. This is available on every homework question. And what this does is it generates an email to me with all of the text of the question included, so it makes it very easy for me to see what it is you're working on and if you've entered anything already, so that you don't have to explain in an email exactly what you're doing. You could just ask your question, or you could type something like, "I don't understand," and I'll help you out as best I can. If it's something that's a little bit more involved than can be done in an email, sometimes we can also arrange to meet online to go over the question or other topics. Once you finish with the homework for section 1.1, you go on to section 1.2, and so on. You will not be able to start the section 1.2 homework until you've already worked on the section 1.1 homework. You need at least 80% on section 1.1 to go on to 1.2. And that keeps cascading forever. So you can never go on to the next section until you've worked on the previous section. Now, 80% is the requirement to move on to the homework. However, it's a good idea to keep working and get 100% on all of your homeworks. And in fact, if your homework average is at least 95%, you'll get a bonus extra credit at the end of the class. So those of you who are interested in extra credit, the extra credit is getting at least 95% on all of your homework. That's the only extra credit that's available for the class, but it's something that should be very doable, especially if you're thinking about it at the beginning and working on your homework diligently throughout the course. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I look forward to meeting you online.